Bree tells the whole story about the whole DV situation, and she explains why they're gonna break up.
We went to Catalina, Santos, and this is something we found out later. Obviously, we didn't know in the moment. We're just, shocked. So the night that we get there, it's vibes. We're having a good time. It's beautiful. He's never been there. I remember like having a conversation with him like in private on the boat, and I was like, like this weekend's for you. Like this is for Father's Day, so I get your mind off everything. I want you to just enjoy yourself, have a good time. Let's have a good stream. Let's make content, everything that we love to do together, and like travel and just have a good time, sit on the beach, drink some pina coladas. Like I was just like, this weekend's for you. And I literally like pulled him to the side while we were on the boat on the way there. And I was like, I know, whispered to him, and I said, I can't wait to spend this weekend with you and make memories with you. And he was like, yeah, like I can't wait. And then we get to Catalina and everything's fine. And I guess he's just like so fucking upset about, obviously like everything that you guys say to people online like affects them. And he's like so upset about everything that people are saying to him about like Father's Day and his daughter. And he gets like really, really drunk to where it's like not like you're trying to like drink and have a good time. It's like you're trying to drink to like really mask what you're going through. And like I noticed that because I've seen that, I've been through that, and so I feel like that's what he was doing. And like when me, MJ, and Ruby talked about it the next day, like we definitely agreed, like, that's for sure what it was. Like he was just, people were saying stuff. It was Father's Day weekend. Everything got to him. And I truly think that he was just trying to find a way to just hide his pain. And I tell him all the time, I'm like, you can talk to us about anything. Like you have to realize Ruby and MJ are your friends. They're so much your friends that they took time away from their kids to spend this weekend with you. And to celebrate you this weekend, to make you feel special, trying to take your mind off things, okay? Aside from that, like, I'm your girlfriend, I love you, and, like, I planned this weekend out, like, in secret because I wanted to do the same thing. Like, I wanted you to feel special. I wanted you to, like not think about all this shit. And obviously, people can only take so much. People can only take so much, I think, and I think it just got to him.
Okay, the thing that appalls me about this is like, okay, you're celebrating Father's Day without your kid, but then he feels still fucking guilty that he's drinking because he knows he does not deserve that fucking weekend. He does not deserve to be celebrated on Father's Day. So, and besides, why is a fucking 20-year-old drinking? He is underage. He shouldn't even be drinking in the first place.
And so he got really drunk, and like obviously I want to wait till I get the police report to like really go into detail, but without saying too much, I just want to say no, he did not put his hands on me. The police were called. There was definitely some like bickering, for sure. Because mind you, we're all sober and he's drunk, and he's strong. He's a lot bigger than us. Like we can't really control. Like we can't really control a drunk guy. Can you control anyone that's drunk? Not really, right? Especially somebody that's so emotionally drunk. Like that's the scary part. And so I mean, we're literally just like in our golf cart. He's like freaking out. I mean, it was like an hour-long thing. We finally get him back to the Airbnb to try and like calm him down, tell him to like stop drinking. Like, like we're trying to reason with him, but when you're trying to reason with somebody that's drunk, it's like talking to a wall. I'm sure anybody who's dealt with that knows that. And so obviously we have a balcony in the back, and there's like neighbors below, and they're having a party, and so they're kind of like hearing this, seeing this kind of. So me, Ruby, and MJ, none of us called the cops. I think one of the neighbors ended up calling the cops, or like the patrol that eventually came to check on Santos. Because basically what had happened was, I don't know if you guys saw the video that I posted of our Airbnb, but there was like a cliff, and then there's like rocks and like cactus, and then down below it's like water and like just rocks. It's like, it's not a beach. It's not like where there's an entrance to go to the beach. It's literally just like a cliff and like rocks and water. And so he starts to like go down this like cliff, like just wasted, like just, I hate everything. Like I'm like, he's just like, fuck Father's Day, like, da-da-da. And he's like going down this cliff, and we're just like, what the fuck are you, like, what are we gonna do? We're like standing there watching, and we're trying to help, but it's like, he's already halfway down. He's like sliding down this cliff, and I'm just like, oh my God, like, what the fuck is going on? I'm like, please, like, anybody help. I'm like literally freaking out, so I feel like the reason why the cops were kind of called was, one, because they had to like literally rescue him. And then, so they sent paramedics and they sent cops along with that. And that's kind of how that happened. But it was just like so scary to see, like, it was just so scary to see him like trying to like, I don't know what he was trying to do. He was upset. He was like going down this fucking like literally a cliff, not a mountain, like a cliffside. And he just, I don't know how, just somehow makes it down to like where the water and the rocks are. And he's just like standing in the water for like 10 minutes. And like me, MJ, Ruby, and like some neighbors and like the guy who we were staying in a private neighborhood, the guy who like patrols, like the guy who lets you in and out, he was there. And he was just screaming down there like by himself. Like he was punching the water, punching the rocks. He was just like, fuck Father's Day, like just like all this shit. Like, I don't know, obviously like he's going through things that he's never been able to like either get through or like express. So like I think it just finally came out this weekend. So then the cops came. I don't know exactly why they put, you know, the whole DV thing on there. I don't know. I guess it's because, you know, I was there. Me, Ruby, MJ were all there trying to calm him down. There was some shouting. We were trying to get him to calm down, and, you know, he wasn't. And we just felt like the only way to get him to listen was if he spent the night in jail. So that's why he spent the night in jail. And that's why we didn't want to tell anybody. But that's kind of like what happened. And it was just like I feel like that didn't even sound as bad as I thought it would. But it was just so almost like I was so pissed for some reason. Even though in the moment I was so sad to see him like feeling that way. Like when your partner is like not okay, you want to help them, and you feel so like useless when you can't help them. And it's just like, that's how I felt in the moment. And I was just like, what the fuck is happening? Like, what the fuck is happening?
In the end, Santos, he is 20. He's 20. Like, he don't know how to regulate his emotions successfully most of the time. That's why he's always had like this rage situations where he just, you know, gets out of control. That's why people call him controlling. He's been accused of a lot of things, so we know that he doesn't really know how to control his emotions much. But I know she's telling the truth. Like, we can tell she's being sincere, but this situation is just like, God, like, you guys love each other, and this situation is just hurting your case, is hurting your court. Like, what are you gonna do?
And I was pissed that he was doing that. I'm not gonna lie, I was so mad. I was like, what are you fucking doing? Like, literally, like, why are you doing this? Like, we were talking about it the next day at dinner, like, with just me, Ruby, and MJ when he was still detained. And we were just like, what happened? Like, where did it go wrong? Like, how did this happen? Like, is there anything we could have done to, like, stop this? Like, what if he did fall onto the rocks in the water? And what if something happened? What if he actually got hurt? So that was just scary to see. And, like, obviously we're thankful. Like, I'm gonna be honest, I'd rather him spend the night in jail and be pissed at us because he got drunk than know that, like, he was doing something that really, really could have, like, ended badly. And we would have regretted that. So, then he gets out, and I don't know, we were just talking about everything, and he was just basically like, I was like, look, like, you're going through things right now. You're going through a lot right now that I don't think even you understand, but I need you to, like, if you love me and you love yourself, you really need to, like, get help. Like, you literally, you need to get help. And so we just decided that, like, since we're going to Texas this weekend, you know, I'm going to go see my son. He has an event in New Mexico that he's going to. When we go to Texas this weekend, you know, he's just going to move back to Texas. I'm going to stay in LA, and we're just going to, like, I wouldn't call it, like, I mean, it is a breakup. It's like we're taking time apart because my main focus right now, like, and this is what Santos wants from me as well, is just like, my main focus needs to be my son, and he respects that about me. And so he was just like, okay, we just need space apart so that I can focus on, because I'm going through things too, and he's obviously going through things, and we just need, like, space apart to heal. And, like, I don't know, we're not ending on like a bad term. I wouldn't even use the word end. We're just, like, taking time apart. We're not gonna be, like, living together and dating, just because, you know, I really, like, this whole weekend just showed me, like, it just woke me up that, like, he really, really genuinely needs help for what he's going through. And I need to, like, focus on Winter. And he wants that for me. He respects that. And I love that he, you know, is making that a priority. It really shows me that, like, he actually does love me and care about me.
What are you going to do, right? You want to be with the love of your life, because we don't know if that's the love of her life right now. But, like, you want to be with the love of your life. You want to be near your kid. But then, you know, being together is just not good. And then both of them are in Texas, but yet you still decide to stay here in LA. You could just move to Texas, be near your kid, be near your love of your life, right? Oh yeah, this situation about Santos and Brie is really just horrible. Only she and him knows, like, exactly what happened. We don't know if this is kid, if they're telling the truth or not. She seems genuine, but, like, yeah, she seems to be, like, hurting. She's saying this is the last week of their last week together in the apartment, and it's just, you know, It's just not good. It sounds horrible to just have to be away from the guy that you love, right?
And, you know, I hope that like my decision is showing him that I love and care about him, and like, we'll still remain friends. We were best friends before we dated, and we're gonna, you know, remain best friends. And like, if, you know, we want to get back together later, whether it's like months from now, years from now, like hopefully we can do that. But just right now, we're just not going to be together. We're just going to remain friends. So this is our last week in this apartment.
She is staying there in LA. Like, girl, at this point, just move to Texas. But everybody's speculating is because, you know, it's not like they want to not be together. It's because they have to. It could be like a restraining order or something. It could be that, you know, they cannot be legally, they cannot be together right now. So it's not like they don't want to be together. It's like right now, legally, they cannot. So, you know, DV case, regardless if you're the victim or not, it does not look good when you have like a, you know, a custody situation.
Santos put his hands on Bree, and she like broke his phone or something, and MJ defended Bree, and MJ and Santos ended up fighting. Do you know that? Ruby told us.
Really struggling with this situation. We know like she don't want to leave this guy. They don't want to leave each other. But I guess it has to do what you have to do. You have to do what you have to do.
What are we gonna do something tonight?
Well, I have to be up at 8 a.m. for my co-parenting classes.
Look at you being all stupid ass. You kidnapping?
No!
I will never kidnap again.
I did not have kidnapping classes, guys.
That was so funny. Is this
Yeah.
the actual account?
Yes,
Yeah, this is the actual account. What's up, everybody?
Yes, he's back.
How y'all doing?
They know everything.
I'll miss y'all for real.
Guys, we're still gonna stream together sometimes.
We're doing it for winter, chat. I want her to be with her baby, chat.
Yeah.
You know, obviously the island, like, did that shit.
Everything happens for a reason.
Yeah, I guess so.
Should we do one more stream in Catalina, just like day trip it? Just like no
I do
alcohol.
not want to return to the island.
Do not like. Okay, what if we
They
just go?
treated me like so bad in there. They thought I was an immigrant, and then
Yeah, because all the raids were going on while he.
you know
we're not running from anything.
I'm doing this for her. Like, I want her to win her custody battle. Like, it would be selfish for me to stay here with her and then her not. And that like restricts.
He just wants me to be able to focus on my son right
Like,
now.
how could she like? And I know what's best for the court thing. I know I've been through there with my parents. I know what it is. Like until that thing with the Catalina thing is over, and I can't really risk her not seeing winter like that. Even though like it's just selfish for me, chat. It's selfish.
Everybody's talking about how it could be her lawyer that is advising her to just give it a break from the relationship, even though, like, you know, it could be not real. They could still be together, but everybody is saying that the whole situation, it might be fake. It might be true, but the whole breakup thing, it might be not true. That they could still be together, just not publicly, because it just doesn't look good on her court case. It could be that he's not actually moving out. They'll just be saying that he did, right? We don't know if it's real or not, but it could be like the best decision that she could make for her situation right now. The advice that the lawyer gave her. Because, you know, they went from, oh, we want to get pregnant, twins, to we need to figure our shit out.
But yes, we did lie Saturday night about, you know, Santos being asleep. That night he was detained in the jail on Avalon, Catalina Island. We did lie because it was just something that happened so unexpectedly, and it was just so, like, we were so in shock that we were just like, you know what? It's really no one's business right now. You know, so we didn't stream the next day, and that's why we didn't stream. And packing up his stuff, so I'm gonna keep this account for now. We're still gonna, like, I'm probably still gonna even post on his Snapchat, our Snapchat that we share. Yeah, we're still best friends. We're not ending on bad terms. This isn't a big bad breakup. We don't hate each other. We don't want to bash each other. There's nothing to say. It's just he has stuff he needs to deal with, and he needs to prioritize that as well as me. I need to prioritize my son, blah, blah, blah. We still work together, though. You'll see us on streams together. You'll see us live together sometimes, like battling each other. I don't know. We'll be separated. We won't be living together. So it's just what needs to happen. Like, we're both grown adults who need to get our shit together. That's it. And we want that for each other because we love each other. Business partners. That's life together. Just kidding. No, I'm just kidding.
If they are together with this whole DV situation, she loses Winter. So she needs to make these decisions.
So yeah, this is our last week that we're going to be in the apartment together, and then we'll be on our way to Texas. I'm going to see my son. I have co-parenting classes in the morning. I'm taking my braids out. I'm getting blonde hair tomorrow. I have my co-parenting classes. I'm really excited to take them. I did offer John to take them with me, but he said that he already took them. But I still did offer him to take more if he wanted to, but he declined. So I'm going to take my co-parenting classes alone tomorrow, and then I'm going to do my hair tonight and the rest of the week until we go to Texas. We will be setting up Winter's room and then just packing his stuff and making sure he has everything he needs when he gets back home to, I think he's going to stay in Dallas for a bit and then San Antonio. So, yeah, E-time, right? Okay, when I went to pay my lawyer retainer fee, it said they needed a credit card. I don't have a credit card. So I used his. He's trying to say that that's fraudulent. He didn't know about it. He didn't consent to it. And he basically wants to be funded back the money. And then I would basically owe my law firm that money again. So that would mean I paid twice for basically no reason. He's basically being a scammer trying to scam. When my law firm contacted me, they were like, look, like we're going to dispute this, blah, 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 blah. They're like, but for now, like we had to put like a hold on working on your case because of this until we get it figured out. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? So because we are fighting that. And it's just fucked up that he's trying to fuck with like my child custody case. Just for what? Just to get some money back? Like what? Like what are you doing? I paid you the money. There's records of it.
Why is she using Itai's credit card? Supposedly she paid him cash. And she used the credit card to do that whole situation, and now he's disputing the freaking charge. Girl, just don't involve your ex, someone that you claim to never be in a relationship with. Don't fucking involve him in the whole situation. Stop going to vacation all the fucking time and just pay your thing that you need to pay yourself. Even though you paid him in cash or whatever, just why you're involving him in this whole situation. You're fucking up your case out in a lot of fucking ways. So yeah, you guys, let me know what do you think about this situation in the comments. Put it right there in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.